Hi guys, what is up? It's Chaco in HD here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a similar video to my last about the warrior, but this time about the engineer. So pretty much what it is, it's a leveling and PvE build guide. So I explain like a build for PvE and ways you can use that build to level up fast. Okay, so first of all, this is my engineer. It's a char, as you can see. He's level 38. Like, it's not that high, but I'm working on sort of two characters at once. You know, so I don't sort of get really bored of one. So I've got two, to use. So yeah, so first of all, my thing, he's only level 38, so I haven't unlocked the second tier yet of traits. But I'm going to be going over, first of all, the equipment, all this stuff. Okay, then I'm going to be going over skills and then traits, and yeah, pretty much. Okay, so first of all, with your items, pretty much you're gonna want high precision and high power. Your armor and health you don't really need. Like, they don't need to be tanks for PvE. Like I said in my last video, it sort of changes on the circumstances. Like, if you're trying to solo it all, maybe get a little bit of defense in your gear and stuff. But otherwise, just go all power and all precision. It's just better. And a little bit of crit damage if you can. Yep, so pretty much, I don't have that. Like, I've got some things, but these are all drops. I haven't bought anything, pretty much. I've got mainly precision and power when I can. In others, because it's common that you get condition damage and precision, which is annoying, but, it's what you get. Yeah, so get precision and power, and then just stack that up heaps high. Make sure you've always got gathering equipment and salvage kits, just to get that extra XP, and you should be good. Now, next thing, skills. Now, what I use is Elixir H for my healing thing, mainly because it can give you one of three, regen, protection, or swiftness, which is helpful, and it gives you a decent heal. The other ones, I don't like medkit. I don't like the idea of having to swap to it like that. It just doesn't work. And healing turret's pretty good still, but I just don't like it much. As my number 7, first utility skill, I've got grenade kit, mainly because grenade kits are freaking fun as. Like, I'll switch to it down here, and you get a whole new 5 set of abilities, and they do tons of damage, and they're all different, and they do different stuff, and they're just lots of fun to use. Yep, so that's grenade. Next thing I have is shrapnel mine. This one, it's sort of whatever you want. Like, and number 9 I put rocket turret. That's a pretty much necessary. It just does insane damage, and I like it. Like, you're not gonna, it has a 60-second cooldown, but you don't put it down every time you kill an enemy. You only really put it down for, like, the veterans or the hard stuff, pretty much. So with this number 8, pretty much just unlock what you think is good, and just put whatever you want there. Number 8 is like, the option. You can personal battering ram is good. I might put Battle Roar on when I get... Oh, sorry about that. When I get, like, a higher level and I've got more crit chance, like 20% crit chance extra would be very nice. Or maybe something like Rocket Boots or something, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe even Flamethrower. You just switch around, use that as your test one. And as your elite, I put Warband support. Mainly because Supply Crate, yeah, that you use that in PvP and, like, World versus World. It's really good there. But in PvE, it's not as good. I got a 180-second cooldown just to drop a crate. It's not that amazing. So I put Warband support. The reason I put this is if you're, like, versing this really tricky champion or something and you're by yourself or you're with only a couple of other people, if you summon that, then the guys that spawn, they take all the damage pretty much. So you can rather use your heal, sort of run away a little bit to get your health back or something, or just start smashing him heaps hard while they're taking all the damage. They only last 30 seconds or until they die, but they're still quite useful. You don't use them for every time. You only use them for the really hard guys that you struggle with. Yeah, so that's the skills. Pretty much it's all personal choice. most of them. Like, I highly recommend Grenade and Rocket, because it's really fun. And Warband support just makes sense to use as your elite. Like, there's nothing else that you really want, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so now traits. And pretty much the idea with PvE is to do tons of damage so you can play the game fast. Pretty much like dying every now and then, it's okay. It's alright not investing in toughness. But if you're with a couple of people, when you go down, they're not dead, they're going to revive you. So then you sort of don't have to invest into that. So pretty much what you're going to do is get tons of crit chance and power. That's pretty much it. Critical damage if you can. Like, that's only if you can. Otherwise, so pretty much what you do for the first 10, go 10 into crit chance, and then 10 into power, and then you're like level 30 or something. Yeah, level 30. And then go, rather, if you're by yourself and you want a bit of toughness, go 10 into inventions till you're level 40. Or if you're with other people and that, go 10 into tools for the critical damage. Now I'll tell you what things you pick. For strength, for the first 10, you want incendiary powder. 33% chance to burn for 2 seconds on critical hits. Now you're going to have a pretty high crit chance, so that's going to proc a fair bit. Now for firearms, or crit chance, you want improves rifle, pistol, harpoon gun, and elixir gun range. You can swap that out for 50% chance to cause vulnerability on crits, but I just prefer the range, like, so you can kite a little further back, and I just like that. For down here, the crit damage or whatever it's called, you're gonna want to get. Let me just find it. You can rather put that, because that's actually really overpowered. Like, you can have unlimited swiftness with that. I think you still can. If you put that on, then every time you put a kit on, like Grenade is a kit, so, and you can, that doesn't have a cooldown. Grenade doesn't have a cooldown, which is so good. So, and you have swiftness for 5 seconds, and then you swap back and put it back on again, and you get another 5 seconds, and it can just go on forever, which is so good. I really like that. Otherwise, none of them really are that amazing, mate. I reckon that one's probably the best. Yeah. So then the next tier, you get when you get to level 40, level 40. Yeah, you get another 10. First thing you're gonna want to do is put another 10 into crit chance. So you've got 20 in crit chance, and you're gonna want to pick. Probably the damage. Yeah, for the next one, you're going to pick the damage. Rifle mod, it's called. And then you're going to want to put 20 into power. So you've got another 10 into power. So you've got 20 in total. And you're going to pick. You can rather damage from explosions, that's alright. But that's only if you're not. Grenades don't count as explosions, I don't think. I think that's just bombs. But if it does, then pick that by far. Otherwise, I think maybe the recharge. Because I haven't really looked at strength much. There's some. It doesn't really matter. Probably the damage from explosions is probably a good one. Or just 3 stacks of might 15 seconds when you use a heal. That's pretty good too. That doesn't really important, that one. And then if you want, you can put another. So you've got 20 here in strength. You've got 20 in firearms. So that's 40. And you've got 10 in tools down the bottom. 50. So you've got 20 more. So when you get to level 60, I reckon you're going to want to just put 10 more in strength and 10 more in crit chance. That's what I'm going to do anyway. So for the crit chance one, you're going to rather, if you're using a pistol, put pistol shots piece. If you're using flamethrower, pick Juggernaut, and otherwise you can maybe put 50% chance to cause vulnerability on crit hits. That's a pretty good one. Now strength, and the last one, you're probably going to want to put, if you're using grenades like I am definitely putting Grenadier. Mainly because I would only go to 30 strength or explosives for that exact thing. You throw grenades 25% farther. That's awesome as it is. Plus, there's an extra. You throw an extra grenade with each grenade kit skill. So, when you go into grenades, I think it throws 2 grenades, like, for each thing. So, you throw 3. Like, that's super good. So, you do an extra bit of damage and extra bit of range. So, that's just overpowered as. So, you go 30 explosives, 30 firearm, and then keep the 10 into 10 in tools. Man, I can't speak today. What's wrong with me? Yeah, so that's pretty much. Leveling, I recommend, like, how to play. Like, say this guy's my enemy. Pretty much you're going to want to come in. Say he's like a veteran sort of guy. You want to start shooting at him. Maybe immobilize him with your little net tool. Because I'm using a rifle. It can change if you're using a pistol, but I'm using a rifle. And then usually when he's immobilized, I walk up to him and do this blunderbuss thing. This one here. It does bleeding. And then I usually do overcharge shot, which blows him back and knocks me back a little bit. Just creates some distance. Then what I do is I put my shrapnel down in front of him so he walks into it. And then I'd put my explosive rocket down, my turret. And then I'd use my immobilized trap again. And then, if he's still not dead, put my grenade kit out and maybe start with an ice or a daze like that, and then put bleed on him and poison on him, so he's got all these condition damage burning him off, and then maybe rather like start making some range like this, or just switch your weapon out and then start again pretty much. Now that's for veterans. For easy guys, pretty much all you're going to want to do is just immobilize him, blunderbuss him, maybe overcharge shot him if he's not already nearly dead, and then just auto attack him. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, just leave a comment or send me a PM or something, I don't know. Yeah, if you want to meet up in game, send me a message on YouTube and we can, like, add each other's contacts or something and meet up and do some world versus world or PvP or whatever you want. Yeah, so I'll talk to you guys next video. Okay. Have a nice day.